Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, today we are going to be discussing how to make money as a high school dropout. So, I'm going to go through a couple things here. The number one thing I want to go over is look, there's a lot of, get rich quick schemes that don't really work. And there's a lot of, things you can do. You can do like stuff online, you can do side hustles, all of that. With that said, the number one thing that I want to say is if you don't have a full time job or a part time job already, you got to get one. Because without having work experience, without being in that environment, without having some amount of income coming in, it's going to be very difficult for you to start doing something that is more appealing, or that you're more passionate about. You, as much as it sucks, you got to start and get a job, and I promise you it's not that bad. Jobs are pretty easy, especially entry level jobs. It's not difficult. It's just good to get you in a rhythm, get you on schedule, and you get some money coming in, and it's gonna be temporary. Just get a job. That's all you got to do. Just get a job, and then you can work on things outside of that. Again, this is for people that have dropped out of high school, right? Because if you're dropping out of high school, you're not leaving yourself with a whole lot of options. So you really want to make sure that you are continuing to learn and grow even though you're outside of school. So again, get a job, pretty easy. That way you can start making some money to where you can invest in other aspects. So two is whatever your passion is. Everyone has a passion. Whatever it is, you got to work on it daily. If you're not working on it daily, you are not going to make the progress you need to succeed in that passion, whatever it is, whether it be music or arts or technology, cooking, whatever it is. Just you got to work on it daily because you need to continue to stay relevant in the field, whatever it is. You need to continue to grow, to learn. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to compete. So you gotta practice. You gotta refine your skills. You gotta keep doing that, even if it's not gonna help you instantly. If you keep doing that daily over time, you're gonna see good results. So make sure that you are working on your passion daily. Number three, you want to sell your old stuff. If you got old technology, if you got old shoes, clothing, stuff you don't use, right? There is no reason for that to be sitting around. It's really easy now. You just go on eBay, you list it, you take a few good pictures, and you can ship it out. You can meet people with it. It is really easy to sell stuff. There's no excuse not to sell your old stuff. I mean, there's no excuse. There's no reason to have stuff lying around collecting dust when you could turn that into cash, especially if you're struggling, financially. You got to have as much cash as you can up front you know, in order to make things easier going forward. So I definitely highly advise you to sell your old stuff. And I also wanted to talk about a few ways to save the money you make, because as a teenager, when you're just getting into the workforce, or when you're just starting out in whatever field or industry you are trying to be in, you're not going to be making a whole lot of money in the beginning in most cases, right? So you want to really learn how to manage your money and how to save the money that you are making, because at the end of the day, you you really can live a pretty good, decent life on a lower salary if you know how to manage your money. It's not about making tons of money. It's about making enough and managing it properly. And obviously, if you want to live a certain lifestyle, you will have to make more money. But managing money is very important. So one of the ways you can kind of financially prepare yourself is do not move out of wherever you're staying until you can afford it. If you're 18, you're probably thinking, okay, I want to move out of the house. I don't want to be around my family, whatever. Unless you really, really can't stand it, you've got to stay. You've got to take advantage of that situation, because you're going to be spending more than likely over $1,000 a month on rent alone if you move out to some crappy apartment. So it's really not worth it. It's very tempting, especially if you have not the best relationship with your family. But I would advise you to just tough it out and just you know take advantage of that situation as long as you can. That way, you can continue to save and invest, and continue to have more freedom financially to kind of grow. Out in regards to saving money, is you got to buy a used vehicle. If if you are looking to buy some fancy new car, just forget about it. Do not waste thousands of dollars on a car to impress people. You will be able to buy that new car down the road. There's no reason to spend, your entire savings on a brand new vehicle or to go in debt even, if you can't afford it. This just doesn't make any sense. Now, again, if that's all you care about is looking cool and you want to be in debt, that's fine. That's not the way I would go, but I mean, if you want to do that, you can do that. But if you're trying to, have financial freedom, and if you're trying to be successful, you got to make short-term sacrifices in order to have long-term success. I mean, there's no way around it unless you're born into money. So I definitely would advise buying a used vehicle. It's definitely the right thing to do. So the last thing I wanted to mention is you got to stay healthy. You could have a great income. You could have an easy life. You could be doing everything right, and if you feel like crap, if your body's falling apart, if you look like crap, if you treat people like crap, you're not going to have a fulfilling life. So this is the most important thing. All the other stuff is going to come naturally with being healthy, whether it be physically and mentally. Because when you're in a healthy state of mind and when you're in shape, it makes everything else a lot easier. And the reality is that is the most important thing, because if you can't have good relationships with people, if you don't feel well, if you're struggling mentally, you're not going to be happy. And at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, right? I mean, you're not trying to make money just to make money. You want to be able to have freedom and time to spend time with people you love and to be happy and enjoy life. That's what it's really all about. So you got to be healthy. You can't overlook that. You got to take care of your body. You've got to eat the right food. You got to consume the right media. Very important. You don't want to have negative news going through your head all day. You've really got to watch what is going into your mouth, into your eyes, right? It's very important. So especially for younger people now, with just the way social media and certain things online can affect people our age. It's not healthy at all. So I really hope some of this was helpful, and I apologize for the video quality. I'm hopefully this is my first video on the channel, so I'm gonna do my best to improve, and I really want to help as best as I can. So if you guys have any questions or comments, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. And if you want to shoot me an email, that will be in the description as well. Just looking to be of help to anybody that needs it. So that'll be it for this video. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you.